pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Already trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
So a little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series presented by Voiles Trucking, live on JTN. So glad you're joining us here tonight from the Atlanta Motor Speedway for race number 4 of the 2024 BSR Cup Series season. Hello and welcome. My name is JoeTowNetwork, joined up in the booth here tonight by the one and only, our very own, Mr. Joseph Weaver. Weaver, buddy, welcome back to Atlanta. Welcome back to the booth. And, buddy, we got a good one in store for these folks at home tonight.
I hope we got a good one here, Joe. Always a show when we come here to Atlanta with the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series. You said should be a fun race, 114 laps tonight. I'm ready. I think Joe's ready. Hope everybody at home is too.
Yeah, I mean, we're ready here up in the booth. You're probably ready at home. See, Tristan and Chad already saying he's got JTN and the Flames game on. You don't know what to watch. Tristan, that's the beauty of it. Multiple windows, multiple viewing experiences can be had on a singular screen. What a wonderful year. Dude, it's crazy. Qualifying's currently underway, folks at home. You're not missing anything. Drivers out there on track getting their qualifying laps in. You'll see those trickle across the top of your screens. Of note, BSR Kilojoules out here tonight. KJ won the truck race here last night. 11 cautions in that race one night ago. These drivers hoping for a better result here tonight. Atlanta, such a tricky racetrack. Weaver, a lot of tire wear. Lends itself to these drivers having issues. Some pretty gnarly bumps, especially off of turn number 2 that we've been told are giving drivers troubles here tonight. It's all going to lead into what will probably be a chaotic start to the race, a mellow middle, and then a wild and frantic finish.
Yeah, Joe, this is definitely one of the tracks on the schedule that everybody circles. They know this is going to be a trying and testing race. Going to be hard out here, hard on the tires, and like you said, just hard in general to drive. A lot of trouble spots on this track. Not a whole lot of grip. Everybody's going to be on the edge of control tonight.
Edge of control. That's, I mean, oof. Tristan in chat, I could win the truck race with one hand behind my back, says Tristan. I doubt that, buddy. But thank you for the congratulations on the natty. Appreciate that. Now, if the Lions can just do the thing, that would be, wow, what a year. Wouldn't that be something, Weaver?
They don't deserve it.
Take us through tonight's starting lineup.
With pleasure, Joe. Starting on pole tonight, set a time of 28.240. It's the 18 car of Tyler Mallon. Starting outside of row 1 is the 5 of Zach Rogers. Row 2 is the 029 of BSR Kilojoules and the 91 of BSR DJ Champ. Row 3 is the 095 of Wiley King and the 66 of BSR Terry Scott. Row 4 is the 144 of BSR Magoo and the 4 of BSR Silver Bullet. Row 5 is the 710 of Manny D and the 33 of BSR Jimmy Dale. Row 6 is the 028 of BSR Monty Keller and the 091 of Sean Dotson. Row 7 is the 28 of BSR Mac Daddy and the 49 of BSR Brain Fade. Row 8 is the 114 of BSR Eli 114 and the 011 of Steve Grant. Row 9 is the 68 of BSR Brian Voiles and the 93 of BSR Ricky J.
Great field, great starting lineup here tonight from Atlanta. Folks, again, can't thank you enough for watching. Davey in chat says, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, does he have any questions for us, though?
That's... Davey, you got any questions for us? Let us know. Fake Racers podcast coming back next week. It's a great time to remind folks of that. We'll be prepping you for the NASCAR Clash at the Coliseum as well as the 2024 season. So be on the lookout over on JTN2 for that. We're also, we're mulling. Let's go ahead and have an internal discussion externally. We're mulling some name changes.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
So, if anyone's got any ideas out there, feel free to let us know.
Toss them. Can I get y'all to do a small segment on the podcast for me, Joe?
What's that?
Just for this week, I want y'all to do the three of you each give your opinion on it. Who is going to have the worst season in Cup this year?
Wow.
Who is going to just tank their expectations, just really stink up the joint? That's what I want to know.
I mean, there's some easy answers, and these... I'm not going to give what my actual answer is, because I have to think about it a little bit. But, I mean, a guy like Noah Gregson's probably one that a lot of people would say. But as you said, expectations. I don't know what the expectations are for that 10 team, especially having to replace Gotorola. Am I getting brownie points yet?
I don't know. We'll have to see what you come up with on the show.
All right.
Just that everybody always does who's going to do well. Everybody predicts who's going to finish. I want to know who y'all think is going to be bad.
Who's going to be the worst?
Yeah.
Tristan in chat says Josh Berry. So I guess Tristan's not going to be on the show next week.
That's a good thinker right there.
Yeah. Davey's real answer, Daniel Hemrick.
He got a cup ride next year.
He does. Yeah, he's in the 31.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah. Okay, as long as you know it's a non-existent one. Hope semester number 2 for this academic year is going well, Tristan. And cars out there on track. Everyone's kind of feeling their way out here in happy hour. Kilojoules, KJ on top of the board right now in this 029 Corvette. Crazy that he's driving a Corvette against like Camrys and Chevy SS's and Buicks. Davey says we're terrible people. That's not very nice.
Yeah, I mean, at least he can be honest with himself.
Wow.
What?
Am I a terrible person?
No.
That wasn't
You're
convincing.
Terrific.
Drivers being called to their cars. So we wait the command to get engines fired here from Atlanta. What's your favorite engine?
My favorite engine?
Mm-hmm.
I like a good rotary, man. What'd you want me to say, Joe?
No, I didn't care. I was just asking.
What's your favorite?
That's a tough question. I don't really have a favorite. I mean, you can't go wrong with good old combustion engine, you know? Just any kind.
That-
Goes boom. I mean, that's cool.
Drivers, start your engine.
There's a few of them
Yes.
out there tonight, too.
Yeah, I
can
just
hear
heard
'em.
them fire up.
Yeah, there they are. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Joe, they make noise on their own. You don't have to. Let it be known, I asked this man what engine he liked. He just said engines in general. Does it do what an engine does? I like it.
That's the engineer in me. Welcome in, Kathy. Welcome in, Greg. Hope you two are having a fantastic Thursday. Terrific Thursday, actually. Yeah, let's get ready to go racing. Tyler Mallon with the pole once again here in this 18. Wait to see what the start for this team is. A lot of times takes a little bit easy on the initial go. Zach Rogers to the outside. Talks a big game down in the garage area. See if he can back it up here tonight. Kilojoules truck winner last night. NR2003, DJ Champ, they're always fast. And Wiley King rounding out your top 5 here this evening. Again, 114 laps tonight from Atlanta. You like the spice? You like a little bit of sugar? Well, we don't have any of that for you here tonight. We just got race cars going around in circles from Hotlanta, and we are underway here in Georgia.
Come on, Joe. You're supposed to say we have everything nice.
I ain't lying tonight. Tyler Mallon out to the lead early off of turn number 2. Single file, top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got one around 2, around 33. That's Jimmy Dale into the inside wall. We stay green.
Still green. Still green. Still green.
Back up front, Zach Rogers applying some pressure to the back bumper of Tyler Mallon for the lead. Mallon able to lead lap 1, the points leader and 2-time race winner this year and defending series champion. Out in front of the field here. And smoke there off the turn number 2. And Jimmy Dale going around on the first lap.
Just some residuals. Everybody was able to get it fired up, get it back going after that spin off turn 2 early.
Comes Rogers looking to the inside. Into turn
Wearing
number
down
1.
the bumper of that 18.
You got to. You gotta put pressure on Tyler. No one's been able to do it so far this year. See if that trend changes tonight. Of course, last year, a heartbreaker for the 18 team. They thought they had a good race going here in the spring. Weren't able to seal the deal.
Few cars looking low down there on the back straight, starting with the 095 of Wiley King.
This team Speedland entries in that 095. Got a great crowd here tonight, folks. If you haven't already, make sure you say hello. Wiley King looking to the outside of DJ Champ for the 5th spot, rather. 4th spot. I was right the first time. They'll be side by side off of turn number 4.
You know, one on the wall a little further back. As a 710 of Manny D had a little contact with the wall out of turn 4. He's still going straight.
Now Wiley King gets to the outside of KJ. Kilojoule's falling back. Maybe some tire save going on there with that 029.
Might be definitely falling back more so than Wiley King's catching up. But Wiley King, he's moving quick up into third now. He's closing in on second place. Bringing along that 4 Silver Bullet with him.
Ooh, gets a little bit loose there off of turn number 2. All the way down to the inside white line. That allows Silver Bullet, who we are so glad to see back out on track this week, up into third.
Four-car Silver Bullet definitely on a good campaign to start this season. Has had early speed. Got to put together a couple of those race results from slipping late in the race, but the speed's there for that 4 team.
How crucial is it to have just raw speed early in the year, maybe compared to later in the season when it's about putting the runs together, where maybe can you get away with just having raw speed a little bit more in the early part of the year, Weaver?
Yeah, I think so. I think more than anything, it'll build your confidence just to, trust the car, trust you got something to go out here and compete with these guys. I mean, you're out here passing Tyler Mountain on the high side. That's a big confidence boost, as we just seen him make that pass for second. Just to be able to go out here and compete, it's going to give him that mental edge that he needs to really start putting these races together. And like you said, really start putting something together towards the end of the season, when it's time to really show out. .33 of Jimmy Dale going a lap down here.
And that 33 car spinning on the opening lap, drifting down a little bit there in front of Magoo. Magoo able to get on by. Annie D down on pit lane now in the 710.
Still a good conga line going at the front of this field. Pretty even spacing for the most part between our top 7 or 8 cars here. Keep that top 9 there in that line. Tyler Mellon getting back by for second on the low side, but Four-car holding tough on that outside line.
12 laps into the run. This could be where, a guy like Silver Bullet in the 4 who charged to the front of the field early on maybe starts to lose some speed and from using those tires up. My brain is not firing on all 8 cylinders tonight. I apologize. Wow.
Just one of those days, Joe.
It must be. That's why I can't thank all our fans at home for tuning in, all the support we get each and every week. Because then I'm here, Without them, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here either. None of us would be here. Bristol wouldn't be here. Yeah, I noticed the Bomb Squad website just got redone, bombsquadracing.net.
New website smell.
Got a promo video up. Looks good. KJ back there making a pass for 4th, getting by Wiley King into turn 1. Here comes Mac Daddy in the 28 as well. He started further on back in the field.
KJ now going for 3rd. I think that you've seen a change in the tires. Seen a lot of drivers getting tight now on corner exit. KJ able to take advantage. He's going to that low side as well as Tyler Mallon going to the low side for the lead.
But Tyler Mallon back to the front. KJ through to 3rd. You see Wiley King with help from Mac Daddy getting on by Silver Bullet for 4th.
28 of Mac Daddy, another car that started in the back, was hanging out for that early part of the run.
Just hit the wall.
Now trying to move up through the field, but
Can't talk positive about any of these guys, huh?
no, I mean, and that's what's going to happen here, Joe. Even if you save your tires, you're still going to have to push it at some point. So the risks are always going to be there. You can't get rid of them if you want to run fast. It's just what part of the run do you want to be pushing it?
We lost the cameras there for a second. We'll be working back. Weaver will keep you updated if anything crazy happens out on track.
There's a giant lizard monster walking on top of the track. He's shooting lasers out of his stomach.
It's Godzilla. Did you go and see the new Godzilla movie? Any chance?
There's a new one, or
There's like it's Godzilla -1.
oh, I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty good.
I think the last one I saw was Godzilla versus Kong.
Hmm.
That was a good one.
Alright, we got cameras back. There is no lizard monster.
Oh man. Tyler Mallon was able to make that pass for the lead, but not catching any breaks here. Zach Rogers staying close in second. Everybody else kind of stalled out where they are. Starting to see a little more separation between these drivers as well, outside of the top two. Eli 114 down pit road early.
10 laps early. Little drivers can make it about 30 laps on a tank of Sunoco racing fuel.
And I'm sure a lot of these cars out here, the guys would love to come in, get some fresh tires right now, but to run that tank dry.
I mean, race car drivers, they like having fresh Goodyears.
I do.
You a race car driver?
On occasion.
How did your,
I only come out for the big races.
Well, and speaking of the big races, of course, iRacing Rolex 24 was last weekend.
That it was. We had a eventful race, to say the least. I think all the years we've been doing, about 4 or 5 years now, haven't really had just one of those stinker cover to finish races, and it's kind of what we had. But you know, we finished, we stuck it out, we had fun. It was a good time. It's always a good time. Oh, heavy contact with the wall at the back. Who was that? I believe that might have been the 28.
And Mac Daddy, big damage on the right side of that 28 car.
Looked like he might have got loose there at the end of the corner and slid up the track into that wall.
That's got to be extremely frustrating. You know, we talked about the 28. He had made a charge to the front of the field, was up inside the top 5. Now has lost touch with the race leaders. Without some help, it's going to be hard to make up that gap, Weaver.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking for a yellow or some good pit strategy here to help him, but going to have to spend some time fixing that damage maybe. KJ starting to close in on Rogers here for second. Rogers starting to fall back, not putting as much pressure on Malin anymore.
This is kind of what we expected from this 5 team after talking with Zach down in the garage area. Just felt like he didn't have the same long run pace as Tyler And a lot of times what the 18 can do, the 029 can do, so I would think that similar feeling is also towards KJ as he makes the pass there for second. Of course, KJ won last night's race here in the Bomb Squad Racing Truck Series. So we know he's got a good setup underneath him, but can he catch defending series champion Tyler Mallon, who currently holds that race lead?
Don't know about this run. Definitely going to have to keep an eye on where they go the next run, how they start saving those tires. And it's really just a game of cat and mouse of how long you save your tires, how much you save them, when you start pushing, how long those tires can last you. Gap staying just pretty similar between the top two right now. Should be looking to come down pit road here anytime within the next 5 laps. This field is now really spread out. Big gap back from 3rd place to 4th.
And closing in on that round of green flag pit stops. Already have had some cars down pit lane, but these drivers all want to make it about 30 laps, Weaver, because that puts them in a spot to make this a 3-stop race. On lap 30, come around lap 60, and then you come around lap 90. The A-OK, good to go if this thing runs green.
Started towards the back, but up into 4th place, 93 of BSR Ricky J.
Wells Trucking Ford has been absent the last few weeks. Monty Keller with a big slide there off of turn 2. Left front's down on the 028.
He's got a long way to go before he can get service there.
Ugh. A lot of these drivers need to be bailing to pit road right now. If something were to happen.
Leaders stayed out that time around.
Back Daddy and Silver Bullet have pit. Closest battle on track is still for second.
We got one in the grass. Oh, it's Monty Keller. He looks like he had trouble getting to pit road, and that's going to be tough to get out of that grass with a blown tire.
Oh, no. And this might be that caution waiver.
He is pretty far off the racing surface. We're still green right now.
All right, we're good.
We see all 3 leaders coming in right now.
KJ and Zach Rogers able to make up an enormous amount of time there, Weaver. They're right on the back bumper of the 18 as we head down pit lane.
We're going to be looking for a good stop from your crew here. Got to get back out quick. Rogers is a little bit of a disadvantage. Had to come in at an angle to a stall.
Race off pit lane. 18 going to have preferred positioning, but it's going to be a drag race. Give it to Kilojoules in the 029. That 029 crew does their job. They get their driver the race lead off of pit lane, and Zach Rogers loses a lot of time, Weaver.
Very good pit cycle there for KJ. Can't say the same for Zach Rogers. Although I don't know if you really want to be the leader here. I wouldn't mind being in second, kind of basing my time off of that car ahead of me.
Well, and here comes Mac Daddy in the 28. Believe he's trying to get a lap back here, Weaver, or is he battling for the lead?
I believe that is for a lap back.
Tyler Bell drives it to the inside, gets on by Kilojoules. Race lead swaps back into the favor of driver number 18. Magoo in the 144 having some issues. It's that red car that's kind of swerving. He's not actually swerving.
Wiley King is your car in fourth place. He's the first car behind our group of leaders here, plus Brian Voiles. Zach Rogers able to close up that gap now on the bumper. KJ. Looking for a way around, going to take the look low.
Rogers through to second, now going to look for the lead. This 5 car, not afraid to push the issue early on in the run. Weaver, is that almost a concession from the 5 team that they're letting their driver go for it now, knowing that he can't hold on to it later?
Yeah, I mean, that really is what you got to do. If you know you don't have that long run car, you just got to get out there and use it while it's good and try and get as big of a lead as you can here. You're either going to put a gap on second place or you're going to force that car that's saving to start running at a faster pace and kind of run your race.
So as Zach retakes the lead, it's a great time to remind you folks at home we got a great race coming up here on JTN, January 31st, TMP Aero 88 Series action. It's the Bristol Motor Speedway, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, January 31st. Then, the first day of February, the BSR Racing Cup Series is live from Darlington 1 week from tonight, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, an always special event, Lynn Voiles Memorial Race, Saturday, February 3rd from Daytona, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Those races and much, much more, they're all going to be live right here only on JTN. That's right, Benjamin. You can't win the race on lap 1, but Weaver, guess what you can do on lap 1?
What can you do on lap 1, Joe?
You sure as hell can lose it.
Lot of traffic around these leaders here.
That could be frustrating at a track like Atlanta, right?
Absolutely, you're not able to really run the line that you want to. Can definitely throw you off a little bit. I think for a guy like Zach Rogers, he might be I'd be okay with it, though. Be able to put a couple cars between him and Tyler Mallon here.
Field rather static right now, working lap 46 of 114, closing in on halfway here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Race number 4, the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series season. I'm Joe, joined by Joseph up here in the booth. We're so glad you joined us here tonight. Of course, the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series presented by Voiles Trucking, live on JTN each and every Thursday night. 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time, we start our coverage off all the way through the end of the season. It's going to be a great one, folks. You don't want to miss a second of it. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on by clicking the bell icon right next to that big red subscribe button. And yeah, I mean, Weaver, it's obviously an awkward start to the year just because we are so used to kicking off our Thursday nights here with our friends at Bomb Squad the same night as the Daytona dual races, right before the Daytona 500 for the NASCAR Cup Series and NASCAR's National Touring Series opening weekend. But it's been fun to kind of start the year a little bit early and get out ahead of things, and also kind of get these drivers into a place where, you know, a lot of folks will be tuning in because that racing bug, it'll bite them. They'll have that itch once again. And, well, these guys here at BSR, they'll already be up to snuff and putting on some great racing, as they always do. But even a little bit more, knocking the rust off a little bit earlier here in the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. A good idea. Get them started early here. Kind of finished a little earlier, too, in this year, so.
Football fans rejoice.
It seems like everything always starts going on around the, fall time, so always good to have your Thursdays free. Oh, man. Tough situation there for Zach Rogers as he's trying to get around some lap cars, but they're racing their own race. Almost had some contact there between Mac Daddy and Brain Fade.
I don't think I'd feel too confident and feel too good to, with that. I don't know. Yikes.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, that both are, races for position. You don't want to go a lap down.
Benjamin in chat asks, do you want Detroit to make the Super Bowl? Yes.
One of us does.
Yeah, I was going to say, Weaver's rooting for the Niners this weekend, aren't you?
No, I do agree. I would rather the Lions make it.
You just want us to lose in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That'd be even better, honestly, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Michigan fans need to be humbled.
Listen, man, our coach left.
You would think the years of misery and all that would have done it, but they need some more, I guess.
The years of misery. That's what made it like the last, year and a half so nice,
I just like people to, act like you've been there before. There's a lot of people up there that ain't doing that.
Well, the Lions can't act like they've been there before. And all I'm saying is, technically, I haven't been there before, so.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You gotta know how to act the part when it's called upon you.
And of course, AFC Championship game 3:30 Saturday, NFC Championship game at 6:30 on Sunday rather. For both those games. My apologies. Get my days mixed up. Here comes Tyler Mallon looking for the race lead to get us back on topic. Appreciate you, Tyler. Zach doesn't.
Yeah.
I do.
A little later in the run than the first one here. But he's making that pass now. The 5 is starting to fall off. That 18 now pushing it.
Does it with ease,
bit
too.
Of life out.
Right? I mean, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. He's been saving his tires for the good part of 20 or so laps here, and Rogers was out here going as hard as he can, getting all the life out of those tires while they were fresh.
Beaver, we're at halfway.
We're halfway there.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are really good here. See KJ going through to second.
Ooh, there's some trouble giving Tyler Mallon a struggle here.
See, Grant's like, I'm not going to roll over for you. Allowing KJ to close the door, or close the gap. Not the door. Probably wants to close the door on this 18. Yeah, listen, I think we all missed this version of Atlanta. It's a good racetrack.
Yeah, not everybody.
You don't miss it?
Not as much as other people, for sure.
That's okay. I mean, it was still a good racetrack, right? Or
I mean,
okay.
we
Well,
got
that's fair.
we got like 3-4 other of them.
Okay. And KJ takes the lead away from the 18. And now Tyler Mallon going to look for the crossover here off of turn number 2. They'll be side by side down the back straightaway. Let's pick up the energy.
Looks for the crossover. Is all letting Zach Rogers there in third place close in, stay close here. He's going to be looking to have a good pit stop. I think if he can have that good stop and execute on that next run, kind of start with that lead instead of having to build it up, his strategy might work for him. He's got a good short run car, and it can hang on here at the end.
Oh, he's watching these two battle here right in front of him. Now you kind of have a good understanding of what those two have at the end of the run. They're a little more even. That's allowing this 5 car to kind of stay up here in the fray. Not fall off like he did on that first run. A little loose there off turn number 4. KJ takes back over the lead. Zach Rogers now looking for second to the inside of Tyler Mallon.
Tight fit down there for that 5 car. 1 and 2 real tight on exit here. He had to send it through that corner to make sure he cleared it and held on to that second spot. Now Mallon going to be looking low, not quite there. Ooh, DJ Champ with a little bobble now up in the wall. I think he wanted to get down to pit road. This could be a big break for AJ here if he could pull away a little bit, put a little gap on these two. Alamo now getting back by for second.
And that 18 car is struggling. Also, I feel like they lied to us about the fuel because they said about 30 laps, and we've definitely gone more than 30 this run.
Yeah, probably about 33, 34.
Ugh. The lies, the trickery. All right, come on. They gotta be coming to pit. Oh no!
Oh,
Nope. Neither of them made it.
I don't. I think we're gonna see some penalties here.
Oh my goodness. When we say you can't make a mistake, this is a mistake, right?
A disastrous pit sequence here for 2 of our 3 leaders. I believe Zach Rogers should be okay here.
A replay of 18 just getting hyper aggressive. 029 up the track a little bit, and neither of them were going to make pit entry there before the contact. I don't think either of them were going to make it. KJ serving the penalty now. Tyler Mellon off of pit road. Weaver, what did we just see?
We saw a conundrum.
How was the 18 illegal pit entry?
That I do not know. Even so much, how I thought he might have been a little fast there on entry. Maybe just waiting to serve the penalty here, but still out here running strong in the lead.
Ricky J into the fray.
Well, looks like the 18 has gotten lucky on that entry. Does not look like he's got a penalty.
Kathy, that's what I'm saying. He came in off of the grass. I didn't think that was okay.
Now lost his lead to the 5 car. Zach Rogers got tight there under KJ. KJ still racing hard, and don't look now. The 93 of BSR Ricky J is now into this race, up here with the top 3.
Well, KJ's trying to stay on the lead lap waiver. It'll also help his teammate Mac Daddy in the 28, who's that next car behind these top 3. That's the first car lap down. Oh, KJ! Wait, he just tore down the wall.
Sorry, Joe had a little equipment issue there.
No, you're good. We're having all kinds of issues. My brain isn't working tonight. Apparently, the lines painted on pit road don't mean anything.
All this is going to put us in an interesting position for the end of this race. Definitely going to have to pit again before this thing's over, but the table's pretty open on what that last pit stop can look like. Not going to need a whole lot of fuel. Can definitely get away with a 2-tire 1 can most likely. but will 2 tires be enough? Tyler Mountain leading the field here. Now Zach Rogers taking a look low, trying to make a pass for the lead.
We saw those strategies play out last year here at Atlanta in the second race. And if they come into play again tonight, it's going to be... It's really going to be about that no call there on pit road. Yeah, Greg, it's a little barren out there. 5 cars left on the lead lap after all the issues we've seen tonight. It's Weaver, it's been a long green flag run here at Atlanta. I don't think a lot of these drivers were expecting that.
Yeah, not at all, especially like you said after last night in the truck race, running quite a few yellow laps under yellow, so going green here, trying to go flag to flag. See if they can pull it off. But still seeing some tight racing here with these cars left on the lead lap. Top 3 here under a blanket, so to speak. Have to go back quite a ways to find 4th place, though. 95, Wiley King just now getting into turn 1.
Kathy helping us reach the Bristol is a good boy quota in chat. Thank you, Mrs. Kathy.
Seeing something we hadn't seen the first few runs here. Tyler Mountain leading the way. Zach Rogers in second. Don't know if Mountain's picked up the pace or if Rogers is letting him dictate the pace while he saves his tires here, but trying something a little different here through the later half of this race.
So Weaver, with it, how far they went last time, I think these guys can get to close to lap 100. You talked about maybe 2 tires and only a can of gas to make it to the end of this race. How worried are you, though, about those left sides kind of freaking out on you with only replacing right side Goodyears?
Yeah, it could be tough, and the biggest thing is how will it affect the handling of the car, especially if you hadn't really tried a 2-tire change at all, which I'm sure a lot of these guys haven't. But if you one of these guys maybe closer back towards 4th place, maybe it's something you could try and make up some time. But I don't know if any of our top 3 will be the ones to make that bold of a move, just in case something bad happens.
Is part of that because they're already so close on speed, it doesn't make sense to try to get that little leg up?
I think more so there's just no reason to it. If it goes wrong for you, you're going to lose more than you ever could if you just go out there, change 4, and come out with them. Like, you're locked into a top 3. If you're in the top 3, you're pretty well locked into it, unless we have a yellow here. So why risk it, you know?
Hey, fair enough.
Hey Joe, how do you spell wheelbarrow? Barrow? What is it?
BARROW?
So it's not wheelbarrow?
It's not wheelbarrow.
You sure?
It's wheelbarrow.
But I'm not borrowing anything.
No, I'm. Who are you having an argument with right now?
You.
I'm spelling it right. I don't know what a wheelbarrow barrel is.
See, you just said it. You don't know what a wheelbarrow is, because it's not wheelbarrow. Is it?
Wheelbarrow.
Oh, big loose off of turn 2 there for Ricky J.
See ya.
Now that might be something where we see him want to make that 2-tire call. We see him; he's coming down the pit road here.
He is immediately on pit lane.
A lot of time left.
Smoking
Don't think
the
this
tires.
one's going to be for 2 tires.
No.
He's
And
going to be
that's-
out here with fresh tires early. He's going to have some time to make up now, but
Well, and that's why you pit early and you take 4 tires, right? You get the most good out of them for the most amount of time.
back at the front, Tyler Mallon starting to put a little bit more of a gap on Zach Rogers as we come into a good little bit of traffic here for our leaders.
You like a good little bit of traffic, right?
A little bit.
Not a good lot of traffic.
Nah, I can't do a lot.
See that 18 car starting to lose the back end of that. Tire heat, always an issue here at Atlanta. When you start to have those issues, knowing that you need to make that last pit stop, Weaver, does it make it a little more tempting to pit early?
Yeah, I think that might have been something, was on his mind. He was probably coming in that lap either way, and just that little slip up, maybe it was just there's a lot on the mind.
Well, now as we watch Tyler Malin start to slip up a little bit too, he start to think to maybe pull it down the pit lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be on your mind here. You see the 5, Zach Rogers closing in here in second. You know, each lap that you're out here on all tires, it's going to be more tires. Sorry, that the 93 is out there running faster than you, and you ain't going to have that liberty of a long run here. We're going to be finishing here before, you know, you can really use up all your tires. You can maybe get that advantage back. So I wouldn't want to be staying out too much longer here.
Here we go.
Top 2 coming down pit road this time.
So where things get interesting, Weaver.
Very interesting, Joe.
See how the 18 and 5 come off of pit lane with, oh, you know, 16 laps to go. Right side's going on. Left side's going on both of these cars as well.
Ricky J just now coming out of turn 4, crossing the line now. Is he going to come out with a lead? He's going to come out with a big lead, Joe.
Now can he hold on to it for these last 16 laps? Gonna be a pretty big lead.
Yeah, it is. Tyler Mallon just now getting onto the racetrack. Ricky J already in turn 4 right now.
So about a straightaway separates last season's championship runner-up and the champion.
I mean, the tires are not that old on the 93. He's still out here running competitive lap times. Only a couple tenths off his best lap that last time by. And it's a 6.5 second lead.
We keep our eyes here on Ricky J, who only making his second start of the season tonight in this 93 car. They're missing the last 2 weeks, looking to put an end early on in the season to the win streak of Tyler Mallon. That number sitting at 2 after Rockingham and Richmond.
It's not a lot of clean track ahead of Tyler Mallon. At least 4 lap cars right now between him and the 93. All that on top of the 6.5 second gap.
And it's still 6.5 seconds?
It's growing, Joe. It's only gotten bigger here these past few laps.
Wow.
Ricky J's in a good spot here, catching 1 car. He's got a couple cars behind him. Got a lot of draft help.
Tyler Mallon also going to have to consider how he's going to hold off Zach Rogers in the 5. Beaver, with 10 laps to go, I'm just surprised with how big of a lead this 93 team got.
Yeah, and I think that just goes back to how long these guys waited to pit, how long they let him go out there and run with those fresh tires. They had just dug the hole a little too deep. They are starting to catch now. The lead is under 6 seconds.
They have
Now
to.
Malin fighting 2-lap cars.
They need like 6/10 a lap. I don't think it's enough.
It might get close here because that 93, it's only going to get slower, but that 18 will as well.
18 still got more good on the tires.
Like I said, still 4-lap cars between these two. Ricky J about to go by another one here.
And Ricky J's got his teammate Brian Voiles right behind him too. If you're Brian, you push that 93 as much as you can. Claim your team's second win on the year. Of course, Brian won the opener at Daytona. Kick off the year. What a bookending for the first month of the season for this team, Weaver.
Yeah, definitely a good start, like you said, winning the Cup race. Won that whole week of racing, didn't he?
That's right.
The old Daytona sweep. Like you said, Ricky J missing a couple races early here would be good to get a win under his belt early. Oh, got about 6 laps here before he can claim that victory. The 18 Tyler Malin closing in less than 5 seconds now, but just not looking like the time's going to be there for him to close that gap completely.
Kathy says she gives all the good parts to Ricky J. That makes sense. Gotta consolidate the good stuff with the good driver, supposedly.
Wow.
Listen, I'm just repeating things I hear in the garage area. I'm not the opinion. You're the opinions guy, Weaver. What's your opinion on canned cheese?
Canned cheese? Like, what do you mean canned cheese?
Like you buy the can of nacho cheese. You ever seen it?
I don't know about that. You mean like the cheese whiz? Like the one you spray? The little.
Well, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think of spray
top?
cheese?
I don't like that. That's
Okay.
about the only cheese I don't like, but.
3 to go.
3 to go.
Tyler Malin's moving.
Ricky J still getting a good push here from his teammate. The gap has closed more. There's no one piece of traffic between the leader and second place. Might be the toughest one to pass as far as who's going to give up the put up the hardest battle, but
2 to go.
don't think the time is going to be there for Tyler Malin.
Tall task ahead if that 18 even has a shot to catch the 93 off of turn number 2 for the penultimate time. Ricky J holding on to a lead, help from teammate Brian Voiles. As the tandem will come off of turn number 4, white flag will be in the air. It'll be 1 lap to go, presented by Death Craver. Check out the book now out on Amazon. You're on your Death Craver, 1 to go. Brian Voiles going on by. That was just a courtesy move, wasn't it, Weaver?
Yeah, going to put Brian Voiles just 1 lap down on this race.
Off of turn number 4, race win number 1 of the season for Ricky J and the 93 team. Tyler Malin going to come home in second, and Zach Rogers, not the bridesmaid tonight, finishes third.
Euro 95 of Wiley King going to cross the line for fourth. Using the
Fantastic
last
race.
car on a lead lap. Yeah, real good race there.
NR95 up inside the top 5 the entire night. Ricky J gets a bump from Zach Rogers. He'll get to burn it down here for the fans at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Good rebound as well for the 28 BSR Mac Daddy, finishing top 5.
Thank you, Miss Kathy. So Ricky J will take that 93 car to victory lane. We'll get to talk with him as well as Tyler Mallon and Zach Rogers, your second and third place finishers here tonight. We'll get results on your screens in mere moments. Again, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in to JTN here this evening. Make sure if you haven't already, you drop a like on the video and subscribe. Again, doing so helps support us so much here on the JoeTow Network, JTN. I mean, we were a fantastic little night of racing tonight. That thing went green flag to checkered flag. No cautions here. 114 laps. A great run for these drivers. I think they're going to be more than proud of that race.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned the rough race last night in the Truck Series, so come out here, go green all the way, and have a majority clean race. Had a couple incidents there early, but I think everybody's going to go home happy.
All you want at the end of the day, all the drivers to be happy at night's end. Let's go ahead and head on down into victory lane to talk with the driver of the number 93 Voiles Trucking Ford BSR, Ricky J. Ricky, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, look at that. Nice little...
I'm so happy.
How'd you... Was that really a strategy call? Is that when you wanted to pit, or was it more of a I had to pit?
No, well, obviously after the goof happened, I knew that I needed to pit there. I was definitely planning on pitting within the next 2 or 3 laps, but I wanted to see if I could get any more out of it there, and I made a mistake. So I was like, all right, may as well pit now. So we took the hit there, but I'm glad I did because the tires didn't fall off enough on the flip side. So I'm glad I made the call I did. It was a lot of fun.
Results now on your screens at home. Ricky, obviously it's been a weird start to the year for you in this 93 team. Didn't make the last 2 races, I believe. My recollection is correct. What does it mean, though, to come out to this first real racetrack of the season for you and this team? Again, not being here these last 2 weeks, and to have a win like this. Obviously, a strategy call at the end helps, but a lot of speed in this 93. You started a shotgun on the field. You're able to drive all the way up and win the damn race.
I'm just tickled. I'm proud. I'm really happy that I had the run I did today, and I'm just grateful for all these guys that we were able to put on a show like this. No cautions. It was just a blast to be a part of, and I'm lucky to be where I'm at.
Well, Ricky, again, congratulations on the victory here tonight from Atlanta. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. You got great partners on the car, as always. The floor is yours. You know what to do.
Oh, man, I just want to say thank you to everyone here at Bomb Squad Racing for coming out and racing, and for you guys broadcasting. We appreciate everything you guys do every single week. Shout out to Zach and Tyler for the good racing there. Shout out to Brian and Kathy Voiles. Thank you, Brian, for pushing me to the win there at the end. That certainly took a bunch of weight off my shoulders, having you behind me there. was a great run. Shout out to the guys at PPR2 and just everyone else that comes out and races. We really appreciate everyone and their support, and I'm just privileged to be here. I'm just happy to be a part of this.
Well, Ricky, again, congratulations on the victory here tonight. As always, it's a pleasure to get the opportunity to talk with you. Hope we're talking with you more throughout the year. And again, can't thank you enough for your time.
Thanks, Joe.
BSR Ricky J, your race winner here tonight from Atlanta. Let's go ahead and go talk with our third place finisher. He's the driver of the number 5, Zach Rogers. Zach, you got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I got a copy.
Well, third place run. I know, earlier in this week we talked a lot about setting expectations for tonight. It's a tricky racetrack, bumps off the corners. What more did you need out of that 5 car tonight to have a chance to win?
I told you last week I'm not doing these questions no more.
All right. But
I will humor you anyway. Yeah, I mean, our car just got really pushed loose at the end of a run, so it was hard to really do anything with it. So I just kind of passed Tyler when I wanted to lead for a little bit, get the spotlight on somebody else for once for a little bit, and then the cameras go back to the 18 as he drives back by. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Joe, like I talked to you. I've been talking to you before races for the last 2 weeks now, and it's tough finding that extra little bit.
We saw that second cycle of green flag pit stops. Tyler and KJ in front of you, they have their issues coming to pit lane. In that moment, what's going through your mind behind the wheel?
Oh, in the moment all I heard was a bunch of chatter in my radio. I could barely focus on what I was watching unfold in front of me. I could tell easily that KJ had missed pit entry and was going to get penalized. It looked like Tyler had missed it and was going to get penalized too, but I guess, he's got that golden horseshoe. I guess they had the golden horseshoe up in the officiating box tonight, so he got lucky. But that was actually kind of a good thing. I didn't want it to get like super easy or something, But in the moment, it was just like the first pit cycle. The first pit cycle, we were all stacked up on top of each other. So I was actually kind of happy on the second one. I had a bit more room.
Well, Zach, again, another fantastic run here to start the year. Third place finish tonight here at Atlanta. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on the car. Great folks to shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do this a little more in order this week. I feel like I'm all over the place when we get to this part. I'm going to start with Brian and Kathy Boyles for putting the show on through you guys here at JTN. I want to thank everyone at the Bomb Squad Racing League Clubhouse for letting me race here and for also helping put this show on. It was a ton of fun tonight. Green flag race start to finish. It's been a while since I've been a part of one of those. Want to give a shout out to you, of course, for our Death Craver partnership. For y'all out there don't know, I've got a book. It's called Death Craver. It's the one that goes sponsor. You can check it out on Amazon. It's spelled Craver, Kraver. I want to give a special shout out to BSR Chevy Chase. I was talking to him before the race tonight. Miss racing him. Chevy, I hope to see you come race at some point this year. Love racing you, man, and missing you out there on the track. Want to thank Nelly for not showing up because we didn't have any cautions because he wasn't here. So thank you, Nelly. We didn't have to have 2 yellows because of you like last week. Love you, Nelly, though. Got to thank all the sponsors on the car. We got DuPont, Kellogg's, Bass Pro Shops, Airheads. In our truck side, we've got Rockwell and Steve's Tea. We've got Corsair and Lowe's on the Xfinity side. And I want to thank Tyler as always. We had a great, clean race today. It was looking like he had some more technical problems today during the race that were potentially going to give us maybe a chance. But when it was all said and done, congrats to Ricky J on the strategy maneuver there. That was pretty fantastic. It was kind of funny because I looked up in my mirror and I saw him starting to catch up to me for second, and then he about wrecked it off of the corner. So I'm thinking, oh, well, I won't have to worry about him anymore. Well, little did I know that he pit right after that had happened, and then me and Tyler didn't really act on it until it was too late.
Well, you win some, you lose some, you learn in all of them. Zach, again, a fantastic run for you here tonight As always, it's a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you after these races. Can't thank you enough for your help with sponsoring us here on JTN, of course, with that Death Craver 1 to go. And as always, can't thank you enough for giving us some time after the race. Congratulations on the great result. Hope to be talking with you more here soon. And yeah, best of luck, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see how tomorrow night goes. We're not in position to win 2 out of 3 this week, but I'm hoping for just another top 5 tomorrow night would be fine. And then we'll head on off to Darlington next week.
Going to be a fun one next week, and good luck tomorrow night. Zach Rogers, driver, the number 5, your third place finisher here tonight from Atlanta. Let's go ahead and bring in our second place finisher and points leader, driver, the number 18, Tyler Mallon. Tyler, do you got a copy?
I got a copy, Joe.
That no good Ricky J with the pit strategy there at the end. Did that really come down to just those couple extra laps on the fresh tires? Did you?
Well, it was a couple of things. He certainly out-strategized us for sure. He came all the way up from last place and passed us. So I absolutely, he deserved to win more than anyone tonight. You were in a great race. So congratulations to him first off. There were a few things, some difficulties tonight that we got to overcome for next time we come here. But it definitely, pit strategy definitely played the biggest factor in that, I think, tonight. He was smart to just come down as soon as he did. So
What's the big takeaway from tonight? Because obviously this is, we know this is one of your favorite, if not your favorite tracks. I don't want to misquote you completely, but it's been a love-hate relationship for you in this 18 bunch at this track in this series. What's the takeaway from tonight's race, leading a race-high 61 laps and really having an all-around strong, dominant race car once again?
Don't change the setup 5 minutes before the race.
Okay.
That's definitely it. We tightened it up a bit because of practice. We couldn't keep the rear tires under the car. I think I just needed to drive it differently, to be completely honest. It was a me issue, not a car issue, because it was fine in testing. But it is what it is. Second place is a great showing for this 18 team. Still got the points lead, and that's really what matters in the long run. So,
well, you're continuing the charge for a second championship in a row here in the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series. Tyler, again, congratulations on a fantastic run. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on this 18 car. Of course, a lot of folks to shout out. The floor is yours. You know what to do.
Well, first of all, thank you to you guys for broadcasting tonight. BSR, Ricky J, and Zach Rogers for racing clean all night, and KJ as well. Let's see, Brian and Kathy Voiles for sponsoring the series. Magoo for putting the series on every week. He's the one who started all this, so he's definitely got the... He definitely plays a huge role in us putting out good races every week. And what a good race it was tonight, right? Caution free. How often do you see that? That's pretty awesome. It was a lot of fun sliding around in the long runs. So I'm really glad we got a good caution free race, and especially at this track, which I just love driving so much. Win or lose, it's always so much fun to come here. So I'm looking forward to, next week, and I'm looking forward to the next time we come here as well.
Well, Tyler, again, as always, it's a pleasure to get the opportunity to talk with you after these races. Seems like we talk with you more often than we don't, which is a good thing because it means you and this 18 bunch are hitting on all cylinders. Great start to the year. It continues. Good luck next week at Darlington. Hope to be talking with you then. And as always, can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you so much.
Tyler Mallon, driver number 18, your second place finisher here tonight from Atlanta. Well, Weaver, that's gonna wrap up our coverage. Caution free, as Tyler said. I mean, can't really ask for much more.
Yeah, not at all. It was a great race, like the driver said, and definitely a good building block to start this season on. Have a good caution-free race at Atlanta. Good fuel strategy race. I think season's gonna shape out to be a real fun one.
Gonna be a fun season. You don't want to miss a second of it, folks. You heard it here first. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we go live. Be a friend, tell a friend. You don't want your friends to miss out on what's going on here on JTN, so make sure they're also subscribed so they don't miss a second of the action. Again, we're live just under a week from tonight. We're live actually Wednesday next week. TMP Aero 88 series from Bristol. Coverage kicking off at 9 p.m. Eastern time for that one. Don't miss out on what's going to be a fun little night of short track racing there with our friends at TMP. With all that being said, though, folks, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague Joseph Weaver, I've been Joe Towanski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checker. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the trial with Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wrecking behind him. You have cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for
Oh, the contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.